This is a review on Dazzler, and due to the white costume, I'm just changing the background here, so hopefully it'll be a little easier to see. It does have the left hand of Warlock, which is the Build-A-Figure piece, and that'll have a separate review. Onto the figure itself of Dazzler. She has this effect pot, which Hasbro has used before, but they just made it a different color here. And she has a microphone, which is removable. You see in the comic books, her power is changing sound into light and energy. So by singing or having music about her, she could change that to light and energy for her powers. And look at this, just like in that comic look from the 70s, a disco ball on the chain. And yes, oddly enough, roller skates. The wheels don't move, but unfortunately it's not removable. It would have been nice if you could have removed the roller skates, but no, you can't. It's attached to the sculpt of the boots. And look at this, even bell-bottom pants. You know, this like speaks 1970s, this character, the look and design. Actually, I always thought the Dazzler costume from the 80s, the blue look, was perfect, and she was even in a video game, Dazzler, with that look. Not to mention a cartoon. Anyway, let's take a look. See trying to get the details here. Check out this hairstyle. 1970s look. The costume is basic. They reused a lot of this from other action figures, the basic body mold. So probably didn't cost too much tooling to make this character, why he was chosen. This is painted on the wrist over here. Separate piece here. The makeup, the face sculpt looks pretty good. Hasbro has done another good job. Dazzler is about 6.5 inches tall. As for the articulation, the ball jointed down, not really too much up and to the sides, but the collar and the hair does get in the way. Ball jointed here, shoulders to the sides, one point at the elbows, you can't spin it, the wrist, and you can 360, ball joint, and this is to hold the microphone. Upper torso, not too much up or down, but to the sides. Nothing here. Ball jointed here. In, out, up, down. Thigh articulation. Double knees. And right here, ball jointed. And you can't spin it. The belt bottoms do get in the way just a little bit in terms of getting much posability. So that's Dazzler, and going to give my final thoughts about it in a minute. So Rob, overall, what do you think of Dazzler in this, her 1970s disco look costume? I thought, you know, it does look ridiculous, you gotta admit. Roller skates, and she's singing, and her power is pretty cool, but just the interpretation of it, it's like, this kind of looks like Gem into Holograms type of Marvel version. It would have been nice if the roller skates were removable, but they're not. And the effect pot, they only give you one, but it did give you a mic, and I think that's new for a Marvel Legend figure. Again, the costume is accurate to that look she had, but I really think the 1980s look in her blue costume with a jacket looked so much better. Hopefully they'll make that version of Dazzler one day. But with that said, in its own right, in terms of the costuming, pretty basic look, but it does look pretty cool. The head sculpt is good quality, and the design-wise, even though it reuses a lot of parts, that's why probably because it was cost-effective to make the character. I think, you know, I don't think you could do much better in terms of getting the figure right if you had to make this look. It is a good addition because it's the first time we got a Dazzler action figure in this scale for the X-Men, and I think on those regards it's definitely a good addition for a display and your X-Men collection. And thanks for watching, and talk to you later.
Join the excitement with Rob. Comic Toy Reviews. It's just plain awesome.